Because if you are not having a proper rest, not only your brain but your whole body is restless. Because if you are not get proper sleep for 3 or 4 days, we lose our mental balance. So it is very important. Please secondly just look far, your eyes muscles get relaxed, your eyes get relaxed, and you are again back to work. So you can work better without just be secondly. It's not exactly the vision that gets affected, but it's the mental status that gets affected. It's not exactly the vision that gets affected. Watch digital screens, at least don't watch them in a total darkness. There has to be some background illumination in which you have, and you keep your contrast low if you want to.
Dr. Grover, we are living in an age where we are leading a very fast life. We want everything very quick. We hardly get time to sleep. So how sleeplessness or sleep deprivation or like sleep apnea is costing dear to our health?
Basically, sleep is a very, very important role in our life. If you don't get proper sleep for 3 or 4 days, we lose our mental balance. So it is very important that we get proper sleep, and a daily 7 to 8 hours sleep in the younger age and 6 to 7 hours in the older age is required for a healthy brain, healthy mind.
Achha, you said that if we lose the sleep, you're not getting proper sleep, then it loses a balance between the mind and the body. Can you just please tell our viewers what will be the symptoms, how one will feel that I'm not getting a sleep, that is why this is happening to me?
No, sleepless, total sleep means if you have totally not slept for many days, so you start having delusions, you start having hallucinations, you start having because your mind needs that rest to be able to function properly. I call it जैसे जो हम डिस्क को डिफ्रेगमेंटेशन करते हैं कंप्यूटर में, ये स्लीप का रोल ये है कि जो हमारी स्लीप होती है वो हमारे सारे जो भी दिन भर के आइडिया सब कुछ हैं दे गेट डिफ्रेगमेंटेड, अपनी जगह प्रॉपर सेट हो जाते हैं, अपनी मेमोरीज फॉर्म हो जाती हैं, सो दैट यू वेक अप फ्रेश फॉर द न्यू एक्सपीरियंस. अगर प्रॉपर पुराने एक्सपीरियंसेस ही आपके बॉडी में उसके आपके ब्रेन में नहीं सेटल हुए, एंड स्लीप इज़ द टाइम व्हेन ऑल दोज एक्सपीरियंसेस गेट टाइम टू get recorded and settle down in the brain.
So how sleep affects the memory, sir? How we can improve the memory by sleeping?
As I said, see, sleep, most of the recording of all our data is getting recorded into the brain during the time of sleep. Because see, we have a short-term memory and a long-term memory. The short-term memory gets converted into long-term memory during that time when the recording is occurring in the brain. So it is important because if you are not having a proper rest, not only your brain but your whole body is restless, your whole body is not at peace. So sleep is important, sleep is very important, and for a proper sleep, you have to have a very, very healthy lifestyle, a good lifestyle, and a tension-free lifestyle, and a lifestyle of honesty, so that you don't have anything to worry about when you're sleeping.
Let us talk about the circadian rhythms of body clock, because when people who are working, who have US shifts or work around the clock or work during the night, how their body clock gets disturbed, sir?
Yeah, see, the body clock is a very, very fine-tuned clock, and the body, if it is working on that in that clock, it remains quite healthy and quite fit. Circadian, even a simple thing like a jet lag, when you are going from India to USA, your body clock gets disturbed and takes many days to come back to the normal rhythm. So for people who are daily shifting their shifts from one day to the night shift, morning shift, this shift, then their body clock is definitely quite upset, and that affects their health in quite a negative way. So we have to, and this body clock is showing in everything. That the moment you open your eyes, at which moment you'll open your eyes is determined by the body clock. Even things like in the eye pressure, or even the blood pressure, that's affected by the circadian rhythm. Your eye pressure made in the morning will be different from eye pressure made in the afternoon, will be different from pressure at night. So when we measure eye pressure, we write, okay, this was taken at this time.
So can continuously watching a television or glued to a mobile phone can lead to certain disorders like cortisol levels?
See, cortisol.
I mean, as an eye surgeon, you might have noticed the youngsters coming to you who are totally glued to the television sets or watching, playing games or using the mobile phone.
That's in fact the main complaint of most parents is that their child is too addicted to the mobile. and they fear that it will affect his vision or something. It's not exactly the vision that gets affected, but it's the mental status that gets affected, because some of these rays also affect the balance in the brain. Some people get fits in front of a TV sometimes, or sitting in front of a computer, because the brain waves get affected by that. But mainly it's basically the dry eyes that you get, because you keep staring, you're not blinking properly, your eyes will become dry, then you'll have irritation, then you'll have redness in the eyes. So what we say, like even for a computer worker who has to work 8 hours in front of the computer, the rule of 20. After every 20 minutes, for 20 seconds, look at something 20 feet away. So screen se hata ke 10-20 seconds ke liye just look far, your eyes muscles get relaxed, your eyes get relaxed, and you are again back to work. So you can work better without harming your eyes.
So what other exercises you suggest for these people?
For people who are working on the computers, of course, relaxing the eye muscles by looking this and that, here and there. Keep taking a proper blinking in between, so that the eyes get proper lubrication. The neck and shoulders get affected, so you just got to just shake your neck a bit. After every half an hour, just give yourself 2-minute break, and you are fresh back to work.
I also want answers from you from the cosmetic point of view. When we are focusing very close or not focusing wide, then we get wrinkles around our eyes. So how to get rid of these wrinkles?
The wrinkles will not basically be because of the focusing, but they will occur because if you're squeezing our eyes, if you're not trying to focus like this and you're squeezing eyes, then of course definitely the muscles will get affected, the skin will get affected. And if your eyesight is okay, if your eyesight is comfortable and you're wearing proper glasses if required, then if there's no eye strain, you will not get the wrinkles. So for that you have to have a proper eye checkup, a proper eye number, and some proper eye exercises. I tell my patients to go in for some fusion exercises, which will help their eyes to fuse together. See, there are exercises in which you rotate your eyes left, right, up, down. They are parallel exercises. But you got to fusion. When you're working on the computer, your eyes are fusing together. So that exercise is required, like if you're watching a pencil or something, your eyes have to focus on one point. Then those muscles get strong, then you get less strain while working on the computer.
So does putting the iPads or the cucumber on the eyes really help?
It just relaxes the eyes. It's basically for relaxation of the eye muscles and slightly cooling of the eyes, which gives you a slightly fresher feeling. That's that.
So people also say that if you're trying to sleep and if you want a sound sleep, just cool down the room temperature, bring it down, and close your eye, and there should be darkness. So how the darkness actually helps us get the proper sleep, sir?
Basically, there's a pineal gland in our body secretes a hormone called melatonin, and that is secreted when when there is darkness. When there's light, the melatonin will not be secreted at that to the required amount. And melatonin is one that makes you sleep. It determines your circadian rhythm. Also, it determines. In fact, people take a tablet of melatonin. I call it. It's not a sleeping tablet. I call it a waking pill, because if you take it regularly, you will wake up at the regular time.
Okay.
So even to complete your jets, you get over jet lag fast, 2 or 3 melatonins, and your jet lag is over.
There are possibilities, in particular in the Indian setting, when they use different types of local or the what we call them, the home remedies, for making the eyes stronger or making the eyesight good or improve the eyesight. So do you favor this? Do you endorse it, sir?
See, a lot of people keep asking me about, say, walking on the grass, or eating carrots, or eating almonds. So basically, I tell them that anything that is not harming you, you can take it. But people sometimes go in for very exotic sort of things, and they will try a lot of various things which any and every person tells them. That should not be done. But if you're taking a healthy ticket, I tell that parents ask me, should we give almonds to the children? Should we ask them to sit and walk in the grass? Should we give them carrots? So I say, if they're taking a normal healthy diet as such, which is containing all the vitamins, then these extra things are not required. But yes, as a part of a balanced diet, you can include these in your routine.
Normally, when we sleep and when the sleep cycle or say the rapid eye movement happens, we see the dreams. So, what is the connection between the eyes and the dreams, sir?
That REM sleep, that rapid eye movement sleep, see that occurs say about 40-45 minutes after you fall asleep. The first REM cycle starts, and it occurs 3 or 4 times at night. Basically, that REM is what I said. There was a disc defragmentation, where the mind is then going over and storing out and sorting out all the data in the brain, and that's the brain doing its work. So, if a person is woken up in the middle of a REM sleep, he will wake up feeling very drowsy and very irritated. But if you are waking up in the period which is non-REM sleep, then you wake up feeling fresh. Even if you have hardly gone through 2 or 3 hours of sleep, but it's the time of waking up which makes a difference. At what period of your sleep cycle you've waken up?
Any connection between the eyes and the hallucinations, sir? Because people might come to you saying that I'm hearing different types of sounds, loud noise, or I'm hearing some songs being played. Or is there any reality?
No, see, in eyes, people come to us with a feeling of aura, that jilmil, that something is fuzzy is happening, this is happening. That is happening because of a certain chemical and hormonal imbalance going on in the brain. It's before a migraine attack, you'll have that aura, you'll have a feeling of haziness and all that. That is because of the eyes, and not exactly because of the eyes, but because of the blood supply and the hormones in the body. And the hearing of the sounds and everything, see, that is more of there's a thing called tinnitus in the ears. That is because the nerve is getting affected. But then hearing voices and all those, they are more of a psychological thing. Especially someone who's been deprived, again as I said, if you're deprived of sleep, you're having those things for many days, you'll start having all these sort of a thing. Even for people who are totally blind, because they lack the stimulation from the eyes, the brain starts creating images out of itself, out of its stored data. So people say, I'm seeing this, I'm seeing that, whereas they are totally blind. But that happens in people who are deprived of stimulation.
So how to find out that my eyes are not really healthy? There is a discharge, or and another question which I would like to ask from you is that how tears affect the eyes? Are tears good for the eyes?
By tears, if you mean weeping, so weeping is basically more of an emotional response. But the tears in the eyes, with every blink, we are putting a layer of a viper-like effect, which is making the eyes wet with the tears. And these tears, the normal flow of tears, goes on into the eyes through the nose, and it's absorbed in the body back. If you are trying too hard, then the tears, the system, even the nose starts watering and the eyes start watering. But as such, they don't harm the body. They don't benefit the eyes that way. But emotionally, if there is that, then you need to be emotionally stable for that. But tears as such have no harm that way. Lack of tears is what is causing problems nowadays. And lack of tears is because of too much of exposure to the digital screens.
So how India is a country of festivals. We have Holi festival, and now some gadgets are being sold sold or being purchased by the females to protect themselves, where they use the chili spray and all that. How these colors and chili sprays and these things can affect the eyes, sir?
Colors definitely will affect the eye, because there are chemicals, and the eye is a very delicate, organ. So we have to be careful about the type of colors we are using, the quality of colors. But since we don't know what the other person is going to put into your eyes, so it is safer to just keep your eyes protected through some sort of a protective goggles or glasses. It will be safer for that.
So finally, sir, what will be your advice to the people to maintain their eyesight, to keep their eyes healthy, so that they can look good things?
Yes. See, first of all, you have to be in a mental state of mind where everything will appear beautiful to you. And a healthy body, like they say, a healthy mind in a healthy body, a healthy eye in a healthy body. You have to keep your body overall fit, go for a walk, eat proper diet, and get proper sleep. Avoid too much exposure to digital screens. And one more thing, if you want to watch digital screens, at least don't watch them in a total darkness. There has to be some background illumination in which you have, and you keep your contrast low. I advise my patients to mostly keep their laptops and mobiles into the night mode, where automatically the blue light is cut off. Rather than going for blue cut glasses, go in for to switch on to night mode in your computer and laptop and the mobiles. We have that facility, and the screen becomes a bit yellowish, and your eye strain is gone.
Now we are, doctor, we are also getting tinted glasses. You talked about the blue
cut.
Yeah, blue cut. So are blue cut glasses good for the eyes or the plain glasses?
Basically, I advise to go in for anti-reflective coated glasses. They decrease the reflections. The blue cut we can achieve through the screen itself. The settings, you go to the settings, make the screen slightly yellowish. In the night mode is a slightly yellowish mode, and that is ultimately getting blue cut.
Dr. Saab, you answered all the questions, and I hope our viewers will benefit from the knowledge which you shared with us. Thanks for your time.